Dobar dan, dragi gledatelji. Hvaljen Isus i Marija. Dobrodošli u podcast Studija TAU ovdje u Čapljini. Danas su sa nama posebne gošće koje su stigle iz dalekog Hong Konga, koje su nam došle pokazati kroz svoje tečajeve i svoje talente kako slaviti Gospodina. So, welcome in Čapljina and thank you for being our guests. In the beginning of this show, I want to ask you to tell us more about yourself, what you usually do, and where are you from?
Hi, maybe I'll say ciao. I'm Priscilla. So I'm from Hong Kong. So I'm a dancer. I usually do dance. Yeah. And you?
And my name is Suison, and I'm also from Hong Kong. I'm a freelance designer, illustrator, and also sometimes artist. So I'm very into some art-related project like designs and co-create with others, like something like that.
Yeah.
And ciao, I'm Jin. I live and work in Hong Kong, but I'm originally from China. And I'm a visual artist, so I draw, I do photography, I do videos, and I'm interested in all kinds of arts. Yeah.
So, you live in a totally different country than ours. So, how can you tell us what are the differences between there and here? Between life in Čapljina and in Hong Kong?
So I think maybe the first thing is here is so slow.
Yeah,
Indeed.
like especially for you have lunch and dinner outside, and you can just relax and wait for the food. Like if you are in Hong Kong, they will be very fast, and then maybe 10 minutes you already got your food. But here is more have a relaxing environment, I would say, and people will chat, have more time to chat and chill. Yeah. And like Hong Kong is also a hustle bustle city. Everything is very fast. People, in the morning they will travel and go to work and go to school. And here, like I feel like everyone is enjoying their moment in here. Like when they walk past and you meet someone and you say hello to each other.
Yeah, it's very nice. Like when you walk, like pass through, even you're like foreigner, they will say ciao to you. So I'm just like, oh, feel warm. Yeah.
What is the purpose of your arrival here? And how did you come here in Čapljina? And how long did you spend here?
So many questions.
Yeah, so we spent here for 1.5 months. Yeah. So we're here for...
So it's a great collaboration between OM Bosnia and Herzegovina and OM Inspire Arts. So this program is called Incarnate, and we're all artists under this training to learn more about like how to use arts on missions and in a different context to actually practice our faith through doing arts with the locals and to learn about their cultures and who they are, and not just us coming to do things, but really like get to know the culture and get to know the people and like living life among them. And that's the heart of Incarnate, God coming to us. You know, this is the heart of the program. So I'm very, very honored that we are invited over here by OM Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yeah.
How did you start doing photography or dancing, drawing, and what motivated you to do that?
I danced since I was 4. Yeah, so I learned ballet first, and when I came to like 13 years old, so I mean like secondary school, so I watched a manga from Japanese is like ballerina toe shoes, like the point shoes. So it's basically talking about a girl who really loves ballet, but she's short. So for ballet, it's like, you know, a very, I don't know, the perfect body line shape, but none of them is happening in her body. But she is like very honest and passionate about dance. So she's just like very hardworking, so purely enjoy. So very impressed me. So I was like, I want to be like this kind of dancer in my life. So it's really motivate me to like walk along my dance life. Yeah. Yeah.
For me, I start my drawing creative journey early years, and I explore like using other art materials. Like when I was a kid, I used color pencils, and when I was more like in high school, I used marker, acrylics, and also learned ink painting. And like during the college, I learned art history. I read a lot about philosophy of art, and really I feel like visual art really connects to me because it's also provide me as a way to look into lives and also the world. Like, and they also there are many artworks that can inspire people, and not just visually but also about the meaning. So and I like some works is about they are thought-provoking, and when I practice my drawing, I would sometimes would try to be more creative and to have fun from it.
Yeah.
Awesome. For me, it's very simple. Oh, I started also when I was 4, but that was the only thing I could sit down with. Like all the rest, I'm just running all the time, playing like all around and chasing different kids and cats and dogs. So my mom saw that I could sit down to draw, and she sent me to learn about it. That's how it started. Yeah.
Can you tell our followers how you connected faith with what you usually do in your life?
I think you can just try something. Try something maybe you never tried before, or maybe try something that you try but in a different way. And I think exploring is really quite important. Like when you are thinking like going to a destination, you can like in daily lives we always get in one way, maybe taking the bus, and then someday you realize there's many different ways to doing things. You can go there, but maybe just some turning point. You walk there, and maybe going in a different way, but you also going that place, and then you will see. You can see other. You can usually can discover something new.
So it's like making choice creatively.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's like, I think because I'm a dancer, so we practice. So practice is so important for us. And I would say practice is the way I connect God. Yeah, because through practice, it's like when you're moving, you're just like getting to know yourself and your body. And where is your body from? It's from God. So you create from God. Yeah, you're made by God. So yeah, it's really like a simple thing. When you connect God, you just move. Yeah, so how they connect my faith is when I really upset or really like so many things stuck in my mind. So I just go out, move. Yeah, and go to find God. it's like a prayer, I would say. So, yeah.
So, what does the life of faithful photographer maybe look like?
I would say two things. One is in the Bible, I think it's 1 Peter. It says, always seek to serve with all kinds of talents, to serve each other, to lift people up. And as actually how I really started my photography journey was when I was taking photos for a competition, but it's because I serve with the homeless. And then I went to take photos of their life. I want to record that. I want people to see it. And yeah, really seek to serve with all kinds of talents you have. And then always just be inspired and yeah, and collaborate with others. And through this, you have relationships. And that I see is also a way of serving, like to connect with people. So for me, yeah.
What does the life of a photographer or dancer or painter look like?
There's one artist in Hong Kong really inspires me. Like he is doing some social project, like really interact and engage with the city, like and he's always do some project like in a funny, very funny way, like yeah, and yeah, there's one project that he applying for get a job position as a security guard, and then he initiate a project to like treating the he fight for like to get more. He fight for the security guard to have a chair to sit. So he experienced it in his life, and then he makes some proposal for to suggest the movement to we need to concern more about the security guard, and also he's having project like to be a street cleaner, and sometime like he just discovered some issue, like when the street cleaner is they need to clean the bin, the rubbish bin, and there's on top there's a cigarette and the place to put the cigarette ashes. So when the street cleaner is usually some elderly, and they need to like grab, they need to hold the whole rubbish bin and then to clean the trash. But he find that it's just you can use a simple way to help them to so they don't need to take that heavy stuff. He just have a small plate, like make in cling paper. Is it cling paper? Yeah. So yeah, he make a little plate that cling paper that we usually make use it for like baking, the silver, the silver one, and then they can just simply like throwing the rubbish.
Paper.
Yeah, and then just he solved the problem of the carrying those heavy bins.
So in Hong Kong, the trash bins has like a hat. Yeah. That's like on top of the hat. There's a little like a plate that you put the cigarette pits in there, and then you have to lift up the whole hat and to just empty that thing. So that's what she was.
Yeah, and she and not she, he, and he also like placing some basketball in the basketball court publicly, so people can share the ball to play, and there's also like some recycling project, like there's a photo also showing he using the packaging of the potato chips to be with the floaty when he is swimming. Yeah, so yeah, it's very funny.
So what you can tell us about workshops you did here in Čapljina?
Oh, we did something, yeah. We have a workshop called Color. So it's basically it's a visual plus movement workshop. So how color to connect movement. So for me, I have a task for the kids, a group of kids. I mean, a group of boys plus one girl, yeah. And then, yeah, we brought them to an open area in Čapljina. Yeah, and I will call the task called as jumping rope. So how to jump on the rope. Yeah, so based on the warm and cool color, the brick, or the warm cool color, so color tone. So in the color spectrum, we have like warm color tone and cool color tone. So we want them to like find out the brick of the road, whether it is like warm color tone or a cool color tone. Then I will call out the name warm, cool, warm, cool. So they will jump, jump, and jump. Yeah, so they just like cross the road by jumping and to find out the color tone. So this connect like movement and color. Yeah, it's very fun because they're really like, oh, there's a warm, go, go, go. They're like jumping around. So the area is like very boring area, but it's become fun because of color and movement. So,
yeah. And while we are waiting, and we are playing board game with the kids, and also like one of the most enjoyable workshops I did is like it's also on that day, I think.
yeah, the color workshop.
Yeah, and we just go out to the street and picking up some leaves and then cut it with scissors. And some people, some kids placing on the tree and play with the camera with different perspective. Like when it is far away, it becomes smaller and near to the camera, and then it goes bigger. And also, they are having fun, and sometimes they are throwing leaves to each other.
Yeah.
And also they are seeing something in their ordinary life that is different. Like if you see a leaf, like a falling leaf, you will just walk past in daily life. But actually, you can use it as a creative. Like you can be creative and use it as a material to create, like making small installation. Yeah.
So basically we would like to share how we live creatively, like by artistic angle, visually, and like movement. Yeah, so and the task is called what? Leave your mark. So leave your mark. Yeah. So it's fun.
Yeah, so those workshops are more like we want to propose a different way of seeing, a different perspective than what they are used to. Maybe they walk past by the king statue or something else, and they take it for granted because it's always been there, and they're bored with it. But what they've done is proposing a new way of interacting with what's always been there, and things they're too used to find new interesting perspectives. And as artists, like I forgot to say, I really want to cast a vision and the imagination of the kingdom. As in, we as Christians, we see the world differently because we have a different faith, and that is something art does very well, to cast the vision, to cast the imagination. And we artists actually do have the cultural mission to actually shape the culture through shaping their people's imagination. So that's what I like the most. And one of the projects that I will be doing with those guys, the camera guys, would be who you are as Korean people. Tell me more about it. If I don't know anybody who's from this place, who lives in Čapljina, can you tell me more of who you are? What traditions do you have? What shapes you to become who you are today? Does it have anything to do with history? Does it have anything to do with what your father did? You know, these things, and you are unique people, and we want to honor that, and we want to see how God sees you, because we all created very uniquely, each people group. And when we all come to the kingdom, we are coming to the kingdom as who we are. And that is very beautiful, because every tongue, every nation, every person will come to God as who they are. So that's the beautiful thing about Incarnate's vision, and we really like to try that out, and we have been working on that in the past 2 months. As a photographer, I will call myself a photographer here, and as a person who works on the project with the local designer Maria, they've been working on branding Čapljina. As if Čapljina is a company, how would you represent this company? What color would you use? What symbol would you use? And what does it mean? What's the deeper meaning behind if this is a yellow or if it's a blue? Then we learn more from her. And then we are enriched, she's inspired, and we have the neutral, learning process, which to us is enriching, to the locals is inspiring. So for us, this has been really what we take away from all the workshops, to be enriched. Yeah.
Yeah, and through the project we have many conversations, and we learn about our culture to each other, and sometimes at the beginning maybe we don't notice that it's that special, but after some conversation, and then we actually have some discovery, like, oh, this is actually special. This is really originate in Čapljina, and this is always. It is also like when people see this, they will recognize it and also feel like homey. So this is what we also have an aim for, like honoring the culture, and also to help them to see, this is my identity.
Which other cities you visited here in our country?
We have in Mostar. Yeah. And do you have any? No.
Yeah, I've been to Konitz. Is that the city up north near? Konitz. Yeah, Konitz and Sarajevo and.
Yeah, Sarajevo.
Yeah. And then a few villages around this areas. They're all uniquely beautiful.
Can you tell us how do you like being here, and do you want to come back again?
I would say at the beginning, maybe I'm thinking maybe I will not come back, maybe just one of the places that I travel. But now, after making connections with people, I would say maybe I will come back and visit a friend. Yeah, because every time, you go to a place and you and everyone just look strangers to you, and but when you're spending time and you stay here and then know about the community, there will be more connections and the relationship is built. So yeah, we met a lot of people like from the workshops, from the church, and also the kids, and we are having great fun. And I'm not sure if I really do coming back, but I would say this place will be in my heart, like when I left here in my life. Yeah.
I think for me, the reason I will come back is I would like to get to know more about people here that we connected, because it's too short for us to like stay for like 1.5 months, and yeah, we just get in touch with people and we're like, oh, we're leaving soon. So yeah, for me it's like I will miss you, I will miss people here, so that's why I will come back.
At the end of this show, what do you want to advise followers who are watching us and maybe might want to start doing workshops like you?
Okay, first of all, you need to share to your friend. I mean, share your ideas, your inspiration to your friend. Then let people know what you are thinking, and then action. You just like start something very simple. Maybe just, oh, I would like to dance with you. How about we dance like for an hour in an open area? So start, and then maybe another thing will come. So share and start.
And I would say some idea maybe you will think is little or maybe tiny, that maybe I can do it, or maybe I can with not doing it anyway. But if you try, it will take you courage, and you will never lose anything.
I like your question. To say to the followers, please be followers of Jesus Christ. Like, really, there's only one God who can give you the identity of just being who you need to be. Like for me, faith is about who God called you to be. Having faith meaning being a child of God, being a Chinese, being a child of God, being an artist, and all of these are my identities. And God called you to be that. And life is the place where you live that out. And in life, be a Jesus follower, and then God will give you the identity that uniquely is for you. And you will be able to do something that He calls you to do, not to do what we do. It's not going to be a duplication. It's going to be unique. And that's the purpose that you need to fulfill here. Maybe in Čapljina, or maybe somewhere else. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you're not. But it's okay. Just keep looking and seeking for that. And I believe that as we seek, God will answer. And it's going to be a unique path for each person. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, as she mentioned about like little thing, but mean something. So just like believe the thing, whether it's small, little, or like boring, but yeah, God values all of them. Then start.
Poštovani pratitelji, zahvaljujemo vam na gledanju i ovoga podcasta. Do sljedećeg susreta, Božji vam blagoslov i srdačan pozdrav.